Hey, this is Coach Woolley, the holistic trainer, and this is a demonstration of the ankle rocker exercise. This exercise is done on the floor, so make sure the surface you're on is comfortable. When you're doing this exercise, it's going to be done in two positions. One, with my toes tucked under, and two, with the tops of my feet flat against the floor. We'll begin with this variation. Start on your hands and knees. And the motion is bringing your hips back towards your ankles while you keep your back straight and bringing your hips back forward. When you're doing this exercise, focus on keeping your spine straight and bringing your hips as close to your ankles as possible. So as I'm doing this, focus not on bending your back to get down. Notice how my back is very rounded. I want to keep my back as straight as possible as I move my hips back. You may need a little support, especially in the beginning. So if necessary, take something to provide a little extra cushion in between your hips and your ankles. A sweatshirt, a rolled up towel, something like that, or even a pillow. And what this will do is it'll create a little bit of a gapping effect and make the exercise more comfortable in the beginning. One more important cue for this variation in particular is the position of my ankles. When I'm doing this, I don't want my heels to be pointing in towards each other. You'll notice my heels are falling in. I want to be rotating my heels outward slightly as I'm performing this exercise. Again, you may not be able to get your hips all the way back down in the beginning. Your point might have to stop here. And over time, work on getting your hips closer and closer to your heels, as long as the motion is pain-free. Second variation of this exercise is done with my toes tucked underneath. So now my heels are a little higher and the motion stays the same. I'm keeping my back straight, bringing my heels or my hips back towards my ankles, and pushing my hips back forward. Again, this exercise should be done with a straight back and not rounding our back to get lower. You may also, again, want to use something in between your knees to provide some support. And also, we are again focusing on allowing our ankles to be in alignment. So we don't want to have our heels falling in towards each other. Have the whole top of your foot flat against the ground and the heels pointing out slightly as you're bringing your hips back. When you're doing this exercise, you may notice that one of the variations is more uncomfortable, whether the tops of the feet are flat or the toes are tucked under. If you have more difficulty with one of these variations, spend more time doing that variation that is more challenging until they feel of similar difficulty. And this is the ankle rocker exercise.